Hi folks, Matt here again. Thought today I would play a bit of Commander Keen, Episode 1, because, I don't know, I feel like playing a really old PC game. So, let's get going. So this is an early id Software game, and is notable for being based off of the code that id wrote to port Mario 3 to the PC. They showed it off to Nintendo, and Nintendo said no, so they ended up making this. The PC wasn't exactly good at 2D graphics at the time, especially smoothly scrolling 2D graphics, so this was actually kind of a technical showpiece for the time. I mean, that's id for you, but constantly doing stuff like that. Nope! Wow, I knew as soon as I jumped I screwed that up. Now I gotta backtrack. Not that it matters too much. This was one of the first games I ever had on a PC. Way back when. It wasn't the first PC game I had. I barely remember the first one. But, I played a ton of this, because I'm pretty sure it was just shareware, so I had episode 1. I didn't have the later episodes until way later. That's not a bad little game. The controls take a bit of getting used to, mostly the jumping, because there's quite a delay. I don't want those other lollipops. So the goal of this is you're Billy Blaze, apparently the descendant of B.J. Blazkowicz from Wolfenstein, and the ancestor of the Doom Marine. And you built a ship and went to Mars, and the Vortigaunts are, you know, planning on conquering Earth, so you decide to stop them. I mean, you've got your pogo stick and your ray gun and your football helmet, so what more do you need? But if I remember right, your ship crash landed, which is the thing over here, and you need to get those parts. So you go around Mars looking for these parts to rebuild your ship. Too bad you can't read the standard galactic alphabet, human. So that is this alphabet here. You actually can translate that to English. I just never bothered. Like that says something. I don't know what. There's a few easy ones like, oh, by the doors it always says exit. So that is over there, on the right-hand side is a red key card, but I have to have the yellow key card to open the yellow door. So you can see hints of what would end up being the gameplay of Doom and Wolfenstein. But yeah, in that little tent thing, I actually don't know what. On the smaller levels, I got the pogo stick, which just lets me jump higher. But it's a bit harder to control. Whoop. There's the yellow key card. believe there's a Vortigaunt up here. Yeah, I don't want to mess with him just yet. Vortigon? I'm pretty sure it's the Vortigons. And that god-awful sound meant that I got an extra cane. Yep. So I think there's some more ammo over here. Like, you have your blaster, but it's not really worth using it. Or not frequently. Because oftentimes it's better to save it for stronger enemies. See, the tricky part to this game is you have like momentum when you jump, so it's it can be a bit tricky to change direction. I mean, it's not horrible. Obviously, I played this when I was like 6, so. Whoop. Those guys scared me as a kid. They kind of look silly, though. I don't think you can kill the little robot dudes. They just shove you around. I have never seen that guy just leave, but okay. There's the battery. I guess if I don't have to fight him, then that's good. So yeah, you usually find the parts to your ship in some of the bigger levels. Oh, that part always bugged me as a kid. Because, like, you can never get the ones in the corner. At least, I never figured out how. Stomp! It's kind of funny hearing this game over headphones, because normally you would hear this out of the PC speaker, which isn't really a thing anymore. Alright, go away, dude. So, I'm playing this in DOSBox, so it just... Oh, come on, dude. It just plays it out of this over the speaker. Which is for the best. Alright, so I get to fight another Vortigon up here. Those things terrified me as a kid too, because they take a ton of shots to kill. Whoop, nope. Get out of here. And then something about how they die freaked me out. Hey, there's the joystick. As you can probably guess, this is not a horribly long game. I mean, I've already got 2 of the 4 parts. But it was just shareware. Whoop. Let's see, a teleport in the ice will send you to the dark side of Mars. That's actually referring to a secret level. I think that says id right there, or spelled out in those lollipops. I don't know why they have Pepsi on Mars. this game a ton, but most of the time I've played it was, you know, when I wasn't very old. Just an exit. That doesn't feel right. Might as well. I don't think the ship part is in here, so I might as well just go to as many levels as I can. I do like the ice levels; they're pretty cool. That little robot will shove you and shoot you. I mean, obviously he's shooting. Oh, these things. I enjoy the ice cannons. Because they do that. Nope, nope, nope! That probably sounded really loud. So they do neat things with the ice cannons, but they are also a pain. Because they freeze you, and you just slide around, I think, until you get hit. Or if you... It might be if you hit enough keys, then you'll pop out. Nope. I don't really even need that pizza. There we go. Get out of here, robot. Here. Guess I need to go this way. Whoops. Oh, yep. Alright, so let's get around. Whew. I'd like to get around you, robot. No! Okay, so I think there's a better way to do that. It looked like there was a hole up there. Yeah, here we go. And I can just drop down onto it. That was exciting. You can't actually move when you're on ice. You just slide. No! Alright, there's the vacuum. So I technically just need one more piece to beat this game. Which I know where that is, but I don't want to rush straight to it. No! Because what fun is it if I just go straight to the end? It kind of defeats the point of showing off a game. See, these blocks are slightly slippery. stuff. Hint book. I did always like how they did the light bounces, or not light bounces, but how the light kind of falls and it, like there's shadows and stuff. Oh, you will need a ray gun in the end, but not to shoot the Vorticon. Vorticon, not Vortigon. It's close enough. You can't blame me for getting that wrong. I mean, you can. But that wasn't too far off. Doop. Teddy bear. Why does Mars have teddy bears and pizza and Pepsi? See, I think there's a block you can stand on right to the right of me, because you can see that little tiny gray dot down there. Usually that indicates the corner of a block, or an invisible block. Grarg. I'm not actually sure what you do in this one if you mess up and don't get this key. Because I don't think there's any way to get out of here. Maybe you can jump up to it? But as much as I like this game, the sound effects do get kind of grating after a while. It's just like... The hidden city. Yep. The hidden level is in this one. And it takes you over there to the right. You can barely see it, but it takes you over there. If I go down there, I believe I can beat the game. I'm not even at 20 minutes yet, though. So I come in here, get some lasers. Go away. Oops, didn't mean to do that. The problem is, to activate your gun, you hit Control and Alt at the same time, but Control and Alt do separate things anyway. Control is jump, Alt is your pogo stick. I guess I could bother to get some of these Pepsis. Let's see, which way was it? I think it was this way. Yeah. I don't care about those. So, down here, to the right. Alright. Boop. Come on, get out, get out, get out. There we go. And here's the teleporter to the hidden level. Whoa, that was weird, it kind of skipped. I don't remember how I did it, but back on my original copy that I had back in the early 90s, I found a way to like get outside of these boundaries and walk around Mars. I wish I could remember what I did. There we go. I mean, there probably is some frame pacing issues just due to the fact that DOS games usually ran at 70 hertz. And of course I'm capturing this video at 60 hertz. Whoa! What a jerk. Oh, there's the exit over there. Da, da, da. There's gonna be a ton of monsters in here. Get out of here. Nope, nope, nope. Ah, okay, so no. I see what's going on. Yeah, get that guy out of here. Well, that doesn't help at all. How do I get out of here? Okay. I can do this. Nope. And that just takes me all the way down here. So exit is right over there. I'm not quite certain how to get over to it. I think that'll do it. That guy just left too. I've never seen that happen. Alright. I love his weird little walk. It's great. Alright, so this should be the last level, I believe. And here you can see more of those invisible blocks. Which is a weird phrase, but you can see the dot. Oh. So there's one thing about this level that as a kid it always confused me. Well, it didn't confuse me, but I thought there had to be something more to it. And when we get to that, I will let you all know what that is. How many keys? I have tons of keys. That just kind of glitched out there for a bit. So I'm playing the Steam version of this, and I think it uses an older build of DOSBox that's not as good as the one that GOG uses. Or I don't even know if the GOG one is up to date either. I guess I didn't need to go up there. for all their intention of using this engine for Mario 3, it doesn't feel quite good enough to do that. I mean, I'm sure they could have programmed in different... Oh, okay, this robot is getting on my nerves. Alright, move. There we go. I don't think I need to go up there. There's some stuff back there, I don't need it. I have plenty of gun charges. Whoop. Alright, so up here is the part that confused me. So it keeps telling you, oh, you need charges. Or you can't kill this dude, basically. You can try. Doesn't do any good. You're supposed to go up here. Shoot this, and then crush him. And then over here. And, you exit. But there's that teddy bear down there, and there's a path under here, and I was always like, how are you supposed to get down there? When I don't think you're supposed to be able to. Or you just do that. But I never did that as a kid. And then I think that's it. Commander Keen returns to the Bean with Bacon Mega Rocket. Oh yeah, that's its name. Quickly replaces the missing parts. He must get home before his parents do. Sweet early 90s cutscenes. Man, who needs Uncharted when you've got this kind of cinematic action? Keen makes it home and rushes to beat his parents upstairs. Shh, honey. Let's see if little Billy is asleep. Haha. Billy? Are you... Oh, what is... Oh, Oh, so there was a little green dude. We'll talk about that in the morning. I didn't read fast enough. Get some rest, Billy Blaze. Okay, Mom. Good night. How come your descendant goes back to Mars? And then eventually to Hell? And then Hell tries to get rid of him. But there's no sleep for Commander Keen. The Vorticon mothership looms above, ready to destroy Earth. Bum bum bum. And for years, that was all I knew of Commander Keen. Like, I had episode 1 and episode 4, because those were the shareware ones. And here's all this stuff to order it, but I never did. Hope you enjoyed the game. I did. You. Aw, yeah. So, fun fact, before I go, if you go all the way, let's see, previews. Well, here's previews of the next ones. But at the bottom of this, it talks about the follow-up to Commander Keen, The Fight for Justice, a completely new approach to fantasy gaming. You start not as a weakling with no food, you start as Quake, the strongest, most dangerous person on the continent. Yup, that's right. They were planning on doing Quake this early, and from what I understand, it jumped around as different types of games, going from like more of an RPG to ended up being a, you know, first person shooter, I guess, like Lovecraftian. I guess that's what I was thinking of. But yeah, so you get your first mention of Quake here. Anyway, it's been fun. Since I beat the game, I guess I'll end it there. Later, folks.